Good morning, students. Today we will start the last topic of this chapter, sexual reproduction, which is also known as syngenesis or amphimixis. Syn means same, genesis means formation, or amphimix. Amphi means dual, mixes means mixing. So it involves the production of new living organism by combining genetic information of two individuals of different sexes, that is male and female, in which male produce a small motile gamete, that is sperm, to fuse a larger stationary gamete produced by female, that is ovum. And the process of gametes, that is haploid in structure, to form diploid structure called zygote. This process is called syngamy. Now the phases of life cycle, there are following types. First is juvenile phase. It is also known as pre-reproductive period or vegetative phase. The pre means before, so before reproductive phase. It is characterized by enormous growth of the body which is prepared for the reproductive phase or reproduction. It may possess different structures like different shapes of leaves and colors of birds, etc. Next is reproductive phase. In this, reproductive organs develop and undergo maturation. The organism reproduce progeny during this phase, and this is the onset of sexual maturity, which is known as puberty. Now next is senescent phase, which is known as senescence or aging. In this, reproductive phase ends, and this is the last phase of lifespan which leads to death. Now the events of sexual reproduction. So the events of sexual reproduction are as follows. First is pre-fertilization events. Pre means before, so that is before fertilization. So it is the prior to the fusion of gametes. So the two main pre-fertilization events are, first is gametogenesis. Gameto means gamete and genesis means formation. So it is the process of formation of gametes which takes place in gonads. In this, meiotic cell division takes place to reduce the chromosome number from diploid to haploid. The types of gametes are, first is isogametes. Iso means same, gametes means gametes. So same in structure, that is isogametes. Second one is heterogametes, which are of two types. The heterogametes means different gametes. Male is, in this male is small, or male is in structure that is like a thread like structure, and this ovum is circular structure. In this, ovum is large in structure, so this is known as oogametes. Oo means released to represent to ovum, and gamete you know very well. Now next, gamete transfer. So it is the process of transfer of gametes. In this, medium is required in which male gametes move. The mediums like water, air, etc. So a large number of male gametes fail to reach female gametes. So to compensate the loss of male gametes during transport, the number of male gametes produced in several thousand times of number of female gametes produced. In seed plants, pollen grains have to transfer to stigma before it can lead to fertilization. A specialized event called pollination facilitates this process. This pollination we will study in the next chapter. In unisexual or animals, the transfer of male gametes occurs by copulation. This topic we will discuss in the next chapters. Now next is fertilization event. It is a successful transfer of and coming together of gametes is essential for the most critical event in sexual reproduction, that is fertilization. So what is fertilization? Fertilization is a process of fusion of male gamete and female gamete to form zygote, that is called fertilization or syngamy. The last event is post fertilization event. So it is the event in sexual reproduction which is done after the formation of zygote. Post means after. So this is also following types. First is zygote. In this, the it is formed in the external medium or internal medium. So it is a crucial link which ensures the continuity of species between organism of one generation to the next generation. Even sexually producing organisms, including human beings, begin life as a single cell, that is called zygote. Now, next is embryogenesis. Embryogenesis means formation. It means it is the process of formation of embryo. Okay, it develops from the zygote. During this, zygote undergoes cell division, which is called mitosis, and differentiation for different work. The cell undergoes certain modifications to form organism. On the basis of development of organism, it is of following types. First is oviparous. Ovi means egg. So animal which gives eggs, that is oviparous, like reptiles, birds, and viviparous, which gives birth to young ones, like mammal human beings. In plants, zygote develop into embryo, and ovules develop into seed, and ovary ripens into fruit. Now, some special modes of reproduction are also there. So first is parthenogenesis. This term was given by Charles Bonnet in 1745. It is the Greek word which means virgin birth. So it is a process of growth and development of embryo or seed without fertilization by male. It occurs in lower plants, invertebrates, etc. It is a part of mechanism that determine sex in bees, ants, and wasps. Now next is pedogenesis. It is the process of reproduction by an animal that is still in the larval form. Example is exolot larva. Next is parthenocarpy. It is the process of formation of fruit without prior to fertilization. It results in fruit which are seedless and do not contribute to the reproduction of plant. Example is banana, cucumber, orange, etc. Next is polyembryony. Poly means many, embryo means embryo. So it is a condition in which two or more embryos develop from single fertilized egg, resulting in identical twins in human being. It results in the formation of more than one embryo in the plant seed. Often one embryo develops from the fertilized egg cell, while others have formed asexually from other tissues in the ovule. Example is orange, some worms, etc. Neoteny, it is the attainment of sexual maturity by an organism still in its larval stage. It occurs in response to the environmental stresses like low temperature or lack of iodine, etc. So that's all for today's topic. Now your chapter is also done. Thank you.